Well, we all know smoking is bad for our health, and so is secondhand smoke. The trend around the world and as close as Windsor is to ban smoking in restaurants and on the job.
So why isn't Michigan making the change too? Fox 2's Bill Gallagher went to work to find out.
Banning smoking in public places is stalled in the Michigan legislature, and that's no oversight. It's done deliberately. The evidence of the harmful health effects from secondhand smoke is undisputed and overwhelming.
The debate is over. The science is clear. Secondhand smoke is not a mere annoyance, but a serious health hazard that causes premature death and disease in children and non-smoking adults.
I've been a waitress for 40 years to earn a decent living for my daughter and myself. My doctor told me I had a smoker's tumor, and therefore I'm dying. I never smoked a day in my life.
Heather Crow was featured in a Health Canada anti-smoking ad campaign. The 57-year-old Ottawa restaurant worker died in May. In March, Dana Reeve, another non-smoker, died from lung cancer. The widow of actor Christopher Reeve was just 44.
You know, people all talked about Dana Reeve and wanted to focus on the fact that she did not smoke, but let's not forget that she worked in smoke-filled environments and certainly probably connected to secondhand smoke.
A growing number of countries and states are banning smoking in all public places, including restaurants and bars. In June, the province of Ontario banned smoking, even in the once smoke-filled bingo halls and casinos.
We want to be able to go and have our dinner and have our food and not have to be able to smell the smoke.
Hundreds of demonstrators descended on Lansing to urge state lawmakers to support smoke-free workplaces.
I've never smoked, and yet I've had 3 cancers that are due to secondhand smoke.
Smoking kills more people each year than alcohol, car crashes, AIDS, illegal drugs, and murder combined. Yet the state's record in dealing with smoking as a public health issue remains abysmal. The American Lung Association rates Michigan's tobacco control efforts among the worst of any states. It gets a failing mark for smoke-free air, youth access, and tobacco prevention spending. The only A is for the cigarette tax. But what about all those millions Michigan got from the state settlement with tobacco companies?
$0. Not one dime has ever been out of those tobacco settlement dollars put into tobacco prevention efforts.
The American Lung Association estimates the economic cost to Michigan due to smoking, everything from health care to lost time on the job, tops $6 billion a year. But while other states discourage smoking and ban it in the workplace, politicians in Michigan play by different rules. Bill Ballinger, the editor of Inside Michigan Politics, describes the tail wagging the legislative dogs.
The Michigan Restaurant Association, very strong lobby. They are against mandating that there can be no smoking in any establishments whatsoever.
We will continue to advocate for the right of our members to make these decisions for themselves without state legislators stepping in and telling them what to do.
The Restaurant Association makes substantial campaign contributions to dozens of lawmakers from both parties. State Representative John Garfield puffed a cigar as he walked through the anti-smoking crowd. While his sentiments are obvious, other lawmakers cloud their real views on smoking issues. The smoke-free Michigan bills are stalled in committees, and that's where some legislative leaders want them to die quiet deaths.
So people who do not want this to pass make sure it never comes to a vote.
If we can get a vote, I think that a majority of the legislature is there.
If the legislature acts, the smoking ban will become law.
In this environment, it's probably not likely to come to my desk. If it did get to my desk, I'd sign it.
As long as the leaders of the 2 caucuses, Ken Sikkema, a Republican from Kent County, Craig DeRoche, a Republican from Oakland County, are at least willing to say, let's not bring this to a vote, let's not push this, it's not going to come to a vote.
We work with the legislature on behalf of our members, and our members have made it very clear to us that this is a decision that we want left up to us, and that's what we want you to do as our advocates in Lansing.
Italian soccer fans enjoy the restaurants in Windsor's Little Italy in spite of the smoking ban.
The business is a little bit better because we have a patio on the side of the building which is permitted to smoking. And I can accommodate both smokers and non-smokers.
The smoking ban does pose trouble for the Paradise Bingo Hall.
Things in Paradise could be a little bit better. Certainly since May 31st, when the ban actually went into effect, it's hurt us. We're down about 13%.
But Deval adds factors other than the smoking ban affect the business, and he expects in time people will adapt. Bingo players now get hourly intermissions, so they can have a smoke.
It's nothing. It's no big deal.
People just cope.
Yes, it's going to smell a lot better in there.
The restaurants and bars say, oh, we'll lose business. When the reality is, it's just the opposite. If you look at any state or any city that's done that, their business has in fact gone up.
But a smoking ban remains a hard sell at the Capitol, where for now, the leaders of the legislature seem content to keep Michigan a friendly place for smokers. Is smoking in public restaurants a public health issue?
We don't think so.
So far, the committees in the legislature handling the proposed ban on public smoking have not even scheduled votes on the issue. A spokesman for Richard DeVos, the Republican candidate for governor, says he's not giving any consideration to the proposed smoking ban. He says the decision in restaurants should be between workers and owners.